According to studies conducted by Department of Pediatrics at Ho Chi Minh City Children's Hospital, in 2012, there were 2,563 cases of Vietnamese children diagnosed with autism. In 2017, the number is up to 200,000 children. Autism is one of the developmental disorders in children that affects their ability to develop their language and behavior, leading to many difficulties to have a normal life. However, if being diagnosed and have appropriate intervention early on, these children are capable of fulfilling their potential. In Vietnam, there is higher recognition and need for early intervention for autistic patients. However, up to now, specialized programs aimed at instructing teachers and parents working with autistic children have not yet been common in Vietnam. Facing this fact, the Saigon Children's Special Needs Education Program has coordinated with the National College of Education Ho Chi Minh City and the OWL Therapy Center in the UK, developed the Early Intervention Program for children with autism. It is to provide the necessary skills and knowledge for teachers and parents in supporting better the well-being of children with autism.
Hello everyone, welcome to Sharing Vietnam on VTC 10 Net Việt. In the program today, please join me in welcoming Ms. Mariam Simpson, the coordinator of the program Early Intervention for Children with Autism. Thank you, Ms. Mariam, so much for spending time with Sharing Vietnam today. First of all, could you share with us more regarding on the purpose of building the project called Early Intervention for Children with Autism?
The project was founded in 2014, and one of the main objectives for that project was to improve the quality of early intervention for children with autism in Vietnam through working with parents and working with teachers and therapists in the first early years between 0 and 6 years old.
What are your assessments regarding the situations of autism in Vietnam?
Well, I've seen over a period of years the changes in some of the settings. There now are more children who have been diagnosed with autism, and more parents are seeking advice and support than when I first came here. I think the teachers' awareness has raised dramatically in the time that I've been working here, but still there's a lack of information available to parents. Following the diagnosis of autism is a key time for parents to receive more information on how they can help their children at home. We will be training about 22 teachers and therapists from different parts of Vietnam to come together, and those teachers and therapists will be going and training others, so they will be core trainers in the future. And part of the reasoning is for them not just to train people in their settings, the staff in their settings, but also to support parents through workshops and working individually with parents in the home setting and in schools.
After 2 years of implementing the project, what are some of the key achievements that you have been observing so far?
Well, many, because there's a range of difficulties faced by these children. And as I said before, the key people to help these children are the parents, in providing a loving, caring environment like you would for any typically developing child. And I think sometimes the parents lose their initial skills of working with their child because they're confused, they don't know how to support the children in their homes, and this leads sometimes to a bit of a breakdown in the relationship. So it's really important that very early on we're helping those parents.
So in response to having children with autism, what are the things that parents need to do and prepare mentally in order to support their kids?
Well, I think following the diagnosis of autism, there's a range of emotions that any parent might feel, and I'm sure that's the same in Vietnam, the confusion, not accepting, the sadness, the disbelief. So I think that's a really key time for us as teachers and therapists to support the family, being open to their questions, not telling them what to do, but asking what their concerns are, listening to the parents' concerns and helping them to reflect, and thinking of ways in their family setting how they can best help their child progress.
This is a training activity for parents and teachers on how to work with children with autism at the National College of Education, Ho Chi Minh City. The training is part of the ongoing second-year activities of the Early Intervention Program for Children with Autism, which aims to train core practitioners.
It's to apply these methods of early intervention together with those experts we have brought here, and to be able to integrate early intervention within experts and teachers from Vietnam to help not only the children but the families and the teachers.
Dự án đã có cái tác động rất là tích cực đến cái việc can thiệp sớm cho trẻ tự kỷ. Một đội ngũ các nhà thực hành có kiến thức chuyên môn và có kỹ năng thực hành để trước hết làm việc với trẻ tự kỷ. Cái thứ hai là các bạn có thể chia sẻ lại kiến thức của mình cho đồng nghiệp. Và cái thứ ba nữa là các bạn có thể tự tin để hỗ trợ cho phụ huynh.
This program is all about practical skills. Today, occupational therapist Benjamin Harris is teaching mothers how to play and communicate with their children, helping them interact more actively and confidently with other people.
So I think this project is going really, really well. There's lots of volunteers and students that are really, really keen and interested to interact and give lots of feedback, and are very keen to learn as well. My job as an occupational therapist really looks at promoting independence and functional skills, which I think is something quite unique to working with children with autism, but also here in Vietnam as well. So it's hopefully trying to build what OT and occupational therapy can bring to Vietnam.
Trẻ mà tự kỷ hiện nay thì ở nước chúng ta cũng khá là nhiều. Tuy nhiên những cái tài liệu hướng dẫn một cách chính thống cũng như là những cái hiểu biết cũng như là kỹ năng để làm việc với trẻ thì phải nói là một cái sự thiếu thốn rất là lớn. Là người làm việc với lại trẻ khuyết tật từ khoảng 20 năm nay thì tôi cảm thấy có những cái băn khoăn và tôi luôn tìm kiếm những cái thông tin và những cái huấn luyện để mà tự trau dồi kiến thức và kỹ năng của mình.
This is the class of Stephanie Love, a speech therapist. After her instructions, the trainees are now putting it into use with the parents.
We just wanted to give them the confidence and the practice. So I think it was more about supporting them with new ideas and being able to mentor through and coach and support them with their practical work.
Mình thấy trong vài ngày đây thôi, bé của mình, nhà mình nó cũng có rất nhiều cái tiến bộ. Trong quá trình chuyên gia dạy cho trẻ thì mình cũng có xem qua, thì mình về mình áp dụng vô thì mình thấy rất là tốt.
Can you share with us more in details regarding some of the highlighted activities of the project?
I think the most exciting things this week is seeing how the children who've been coming in every day and working with the teachers who we're training have progressed during that time. So for us as teachers and therapists, it's an exciting moment when we can see a child cooperating, a child making eye contact, interacting and engaging with the teacher and the parent. Sometimes takes quite a long time, but you know, those moments are happening within our training. Not every day is successful, but we learn from our mistakes also, and the teachers can reflect on what went wrong, what they could do better next time. So there's a lot of reflection. We're assessing both the teachers are assessing the children, but we also are assessing the teachers and the therapists on how they're interacting and working with the child and the parent.
What about the partners, the Vietnamese institutions and organizations that taking part in the program?
I think what we've noticed most of all is the confidence of the trainees and the ways they're working together in a team to approach the child. Most of them work on an individual basis, on a one-to-one with the child, and they've said that they're not confident about working together with other professionals. But I think they've seen how we have delivered the training and working as a team of therapists and teachers coming together to deliver the training, and we've encouraged and asked them questions and to develop strategies together rather than on an individual level. And I think that's something we want to develop more and see more of, and encourage the networking between one school and another, a hospital and a school, that they need more help on, which we're going to be planning for the project next year. Yeah, we've certainly seen an increased skill level in the teachers this year, and their confidence has really grown.
In conclusion, the program hopes to send out what type of messages to the participants, the parents, the teachers that involved in the program, that having interactions with children with autism?
Well, we've had a big response of parents coming to our parent workshops. We've had 2 workshops for parents, and we have a focus for each evening, but actually they have a lot of individual questions that they want to be answered, and from their feedback last time, they want more workshops for parents. They want more training for parents separately from the teachers, and so I think we'll be planning that for the next project, to be having specific workshops for parents. I think they will probably need more coaching in their practical skills, and also on assessment levels of the child, just looking at the level of the child, the baseline of the child, and where they can put in appropriate interventions.
And finally, can you share more with us about the future plan of the program?
For me, the key thing that I'd like to see happening more in Vietnam is for professionals working together to support families in the early process of understanding how they can support their child. So with health professionals and educationists coming together and building networks of support throughout Vietnam, and for parents to have more information right from the start through materials that they can take home with them, and a forum for asking questions to professionals who can give them answers, who can help them work out how to best help their child at home.
Thank you, Ms. Mariam, so much for spending time with our program today.
Thank you.
So that's the end of our program today. Thank you so much for watching us. Hopefully the program has shared useful information for concerning parties to work better with children with autism at home and at school settings. For any questions and feedback, please email to shangvietnam@netvietTV.net. Thank you and see you again.